evening, and welcome to the Eagles Nest. This is the voice of Eagle, Greg Poley, is here with my partner, Shaq Mitchell. What's going on, Shaq?
What's going on, Greg? We're here for this neighborhood rivalry, I guess we could say.
Yeah, definitely neighborhood rivalry. From the visiting Brooklyn Collegiate Lions, here at home against Eagle Brooklyn. Now, Shaq, BC hasn't won here in 2 years, and last year they were 0-4 against Eagle. 2 losses in the regular season, 2 losses in the postseason. What does BC need to do here to try to come away victorious?
I think for BC this year, when you come into this nest, you want to focus on just building a certain sense of urgency, moving with a certain sense of tenacity. You know, you don't want to be able to let Eagle get some momentum inside the nest, get their team going, get their bigs going, get shots falling, and you know that you haven't won here. You gonna have to set a tone early. So I think BC, talking with their coach, you know, I asked him, you know, what makes you guys come in here with confidence today? You know, he says it's a new group. You know, it's a couple of returning guys, but you know they want to build and set a new precedent for Brooklyn Collegiate. So
definitely. And Eagles still looking for that offensive consistency, trying to find their go-to guy on the offensive side of the ball. And we're 3 games in to the league play, so this is a good barometer to see who's going to be that guy.
Right. I talked with Coach Kev. He said it's a nice challenge. You know, it's a young group of guys. They don't have the Ja'Kai Sanders that they had last year. So they're still finding that leader. He said he's enjoying the process as we get underway.
All right, and we're underway as BC wins the tip. They're donning their road black with the burgundy trim. That's number 1 senior Flavio Jean.
Jakeem Gibson with the start, excuse me.
Yeah, so just to give you the starters, Eagle in their home gray with the black trim. That's number 1, JoJo Jacobs. Number 12, Xavier Caesar. That's Doc bringing the ball up. Number 11, Greg Reyes in a high post. Number 14, down to JoJo. And he's fouled. And rounding out the starting 5 from Eagles, number 10, Jakeem Gibson. BC starters, number 1, Flavio Jean. And number 3, Antonio Bramble Bailey. Number 10, Shane Seymour. Number 4, Ronnie Skelton. And number 23, Sharif Akerele.
Greg fighting for that rebound in the corner, but it's going to stay with the Lion.
JoJo can't hit it on those 2 free throws. Eagles put on their press. Significant height advantage for Seymour over Ja. Akerele gets it back to Jean. Looking for the screen. Stops and pops. Rims in and out. Rebound Caesar.
And they may not want to let Flavio walk in the mid-ranges like that. He can get hot quick.
Good rebound by Seymour.
That possession was rust for Eagle. I didn't like that. That was way too quick.
Flavio trying to set up the offense right here, hounded by Caesar. Doesn't take the screen, and he's going to get him.
I thought I saw an offensive foul right there.
You sure? They're getting the ball back.
Yeah, no, I saw Flavio extend an arm, but the refs are in charge, not me.
That is true. Skelton in the backcourt gets it back to Jean.
Eagles like in that matchup zone kind of deal. Is that?
Yeah, that's their staple.
Yeah. Oh,
good.
Wow.
And Doc doing what he does. Oh.
Man, Doc went down hard right there.
The tough collision right there. Trying to go up after the Euro.
Mr. Capital One, though, right there. Defender spin right into Doc. He's so good at anticipating that our offender's next move, their next plan of action, and just cutting them off so they can do it.
I gotta shout out Eagles staff as they got the replay on the big screen here in the gym.
Listen, man, he doesn't get better than that, man. That's crazy.
I like BC's new threads. What do you think of it?
Yeah, no, I like these jerseys.
Off the side rim. Another offensive rebound. Doc calling a play out as they reset the offense. Got the mismatch on Flavio.
They could not get that entry pass in there.
There's a lot of jostling with JoJo and Flavio there, but I feel like JoJo has to do a better job of getting in front of him.
I can tell you one thing. Antonio Bramble Bailey is one heck of an athlete. He has a huge size difference against JoJo, but did you see how high he got for that steal?
Flavio with the rebound. He's averaging 11 rebounds on the year. Good move right there, and that's the first points of the game.
I didn't even notice Flavio. He just got a haircut. He had the locks last year. Nice layup right there.
Doc from deep. And Eagles settling right there.
Yeah, Coach kept not happy about the last two shots Amir Dockery's taking.
JoJo with the long rebound. Good pass. X for three. Off the side rim. There's going to be a foul on the floor. Looks like Seymour is going to get tagged. Nope, it's actually
and would he
a
even beat
Caroline.
JoJo if he wasn't working on the glass like that? I mean, he's getting boxed out right there, and he's got his hand on it and still able to create an extra possession for Eagle.
Dr. Inbound gets the job for three. Eagle is 0 for 3 from three. Well, let me
multiple
rephrase.
chances right
They're
now.
0 for from 3 this quarter.
They've got to look to attack. Oh, my goodness.
Razzle dazzle by Doc.
God. Greg, I almost fell out of my seat right there. What the? Mid Dockery with the little 1-2. Losing his defender.
Getting a crowd on their feet.
Oh, my gosh. He's so quick.
So I would, as Flavio can't hit that layup, I would have loved there for somebody to intercept that cross-court pass.
Right there, yes.
Because the skip pass is the logical next pass when he's being trapped like that.
You got to know that's coming.
So the backside defender has to know that and get in that passing lane.
You got to almost anticipate it.
Like, there we go.
Right there. Great defense by JoJo.
Boom!
And you knew X wouldn't miss for long. Great ball movement from the Brooklyn Eagle. Results in a transition three.
And Doc is going to get called for.
Normally good for his anticipation. He got there a little late right there.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Shaq, but these high school athletes are looking older and more in shape than they ever been.
I'm telling you, I'm convinced muscle milk is going in the baby bottles at this point.
Seymour with a strong drive, and he gets the and one. Kevion Jones-Allen checks in for X. First time the seniors seeing action. As Seymour completes the three-point play. Gets it on the wing to Kevion. Thought about it. Faced up. And we're going to check out that razzle-dazzle by Doc on a replay.
It's like a delayed crossover, you know, make you think he's pulling the ball back out.
I mean, it's like he lulled him to sleep.
Yeah. As soon as you sleep on him, shot right past for the layup.
These are the most threes I've seen Eagle take in a quarter. And we know that compared to previous teams, they don't knock down as many, but there are capable shooters on this team.
Yes.
So I'm okay with them pulling all these threes, especially because they're open.
But, you know, there's two things they say. You know, you live and die by the three, right? And also, you got to know who you are when you're not knocking down the three-pointer.
Doc calling out the play. Kevion on the wing. Faced up by Skelton. Doc from deep. Rims in and out. Rebound, Gene. Now JoJo's on Gene. Flavio calling him out. Good job, JoJo with the steal.
JoJo accepting the challenge right there on the perimeter. Flavio Gene wants to go mano-y-mano. JoJo said challenge accepted. Reached in his wallet. Took something.
I got to say, that was impressive, seeing a 6'9" JoJo at the top of the key, moving his feet, not reaching, and just waiting for Flavio to put the ball in his hands.
JoJo prides himself on his footwork, so why can't that translate, you know, on a defensive end? Hunter coming in for some minutes as Jakeem.
As Eagle goes big here.
Takes a seat.
Kevion splits a pair.
Eagle coming out in that press.
That Eagle press is hounding, but they're not getting home quite yet.
Get it? But it always tells me they're looking to turn up the intensity.
And that's going to be Eagle ball. Good defense right there in that half-court possession.
Yeah, posting up Hunter Frazier's no easy feat. And Sharif Acarelli found that out. Carolyn.
Doc gets in a paint with the smooth finish.
Doc is downhill right now. He's getting himself to the basket. He hasn't been able to get that three to fall, but two nice finishes here in his first quarter.
And that's Hunter taking a charge right there, setting up and making sure they don't get that easy bucket.
Now, my producer's giving me a look, but we saw what happened. Hunter got in position, took that charge. It's about his fourth charge this year.
That's a fact. Taking place for Angel a couple years ago. JoJo on his point forward status.
Yeah.
You knew that was coming.
Absolutely. Antonio Bramble. Doc is a tough, small guard to stay in front of. And although it seems like, you know, it's been going back and forth, game's still close. 8-5. So Brooklyn Collegiate is still in this.
There have been a lot of shots put up.
Right.
Just haven't been a lot of makes.
Right.
And I'll say this, Eagle is getting up way more shots on their end than BC.
No question. Lions have to look to increase their some more offensive opportunities. Also look for, you know, if I'm BC, I'm looking to get Jalen Waters involved. You know, this team is not just Flavio Gene that, you know, has in terms of experience, right?
Definitely. They have three scorers averaging double figures.
Right.
They are the guys. Jalen Waters, and Kerale, who's their leading scorer, who has been very quiet here in his first quarter.
Yeah.
At number 22, Dylan Leon checks in for Eagles for the first time. Almost good hands. And on the BC side, that's Cormac Meehan checking in for the first time. Number
Dylan
15.
Leon rocking a new number.
Who's that?
Dylan Leon rocking a new number.
Saw that.
Got the 22 today.
Yeah. I was like, who's that? That's going to be a backcourt.
Absolutely. And Dylan Leon, I always think the aggressiveness of Brooklyn Eagle turns up when he checks into the game. Immediately causing a turnover right there.
2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Kevion drives, gets it back to Doc. Stop and pop. Good shot right there from Doc.
Doc's getting comfortable. He called for the screen right there for Hunter and went straight to work right there for the pull-up jumper.
Good pass, but he can't finish. Dylan calling out the play.
Eagles got to feed it to hot hand. They're going right back to Doc.
Meehan faced up, gets the block. That wasn't a shot right there.
And Kev didn't want that one. He's telling kind of Doc to relax and run that play.
Definitely, because Meehan was in his grill. He wasn't giving him space.
That time he was there. Just a little heat check, but you got to look excited right there.
Coach Kev telling him, you settle. You know better than that.
Right. He was looking to turn this into the Doc show. Got to use his teammates right there.
JoJo's short.
JoJo's struggling at the free throw line. It's about a second miss.
Third,
excuse me.
JoJo splits a pair. Jalen Waters can't hit. Kevion gets the long rebound. Gets it out to Doc. With the floater. Gets the roll.
Doc Aree is everywhere right now.
Got Waters on the trap. Dylan gets it to Kevion.
What did I say
Great
about
defense.
Dylan Leon? Causing another turnover right there. So Kevion can finish that bucket right there.
And Dylan gets another steal.
And
can't finish.
And Eagle has
a putback.
Eagle has turned up in these last couple of minutes. That press, we talked about it, Greg.
Absolutely. And like you said, when Eagle goes to that press, it's showing their defensive intensity.
Yes, it's like you can hear a little knob turn up. And then turnovers start happening.
And the one thing that you always know you're going to get when Eagle makes a big play is that crowd stepping up.
Once you get the Nest involved in what Eagle Brooklyn is doing, it becomes very tough to play inside of here. And that's why that was a great timeout right there from
100%.
BC's coach. This game was just an 8 to 5 point game. Eagle has blown the lead to 12, 17-5.
In a blink of an eye. As always, we thank you guys for tuning in chat. This live stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. You can look out for us on all social media platforms and all inquiries at Sage Media Solutions. And always remember, super chatting and becoming a member to support. Meehan gets it to Seymour, and he gets it in the corner to Waters. Steps back. Gino and Doc. Seymour on the wing, stops. Meehan spins, up, blocked by JoJo.
JoJo with the return to center.
Dylan for three. Boom!
It's getting ugly in here, Greg.
That transition defense. JoJo with the tap.
Refs kind of
Waters
letting
gets
him play.
in front.
Wow, what a dunk right there before the buzzer.
And Akarele gets that one off. But BC not happy with how that quarter went.
Wow. What an electric ending to that first quarter, man.
Oh.
Man. Always expected BC to play hard, so no surprise.
As we check out this replay. There you go. JoJo's trailing. Oh, little dunk. Just talking to my producer. I'm talking about the last Eagle play.
Kerele right there. Flush. At the end of the half.
You were talking about the steal. Oh, okay. We missed the last dunk, so our apologies. Just wanted to get the dunk back in. I thought I was being trolled for a second.
No, that was pretty impressive. He pushed that down floor and got it.
I love Kevion's energy, and I love that him and Dylan are coming back to start this second quarter.
Absolutely. Dylan Leon plays winning basketball. I'm an advocate for Dylan Leon. I want to make that early, bid in there for Dylan. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he contributes to winning basketball. He's going to be a big piece for Eagle this year.
He is one of two sophomores on this, and technically I'm going to call him the youngest because Doc played Vars last year.
Right, exactly. So if you're a sophomore playing at Varsity, you're doing something right.
And that's number 5, Eamon Meehan, that checked in, who's facing up on Dylan right now. JoJo for 3.
It's Cormac.
Strong. Eamon gets the ball. And Doc Kevion gets on the floor.
Yeah.
Doesn't get called for the travel. Not much you could do there.
Yeah.
But love the hustle.
You definitely love the hustle if you're Coach Kev. You live with that. Still a 13-point lead starting out in the second quarter.
Doc and Flavio. This is my favorite matchup of the day.
It's got to be.
Flavio can't hit. Good rebound by Kerele, but he can't finish. Hunter gets the rebound. Doc slows the pace, waits for his teammates.
And unlike Eagle, Brooklyn Collegiate is getting maybe 1 or 2 chances to score, and it's going back the other way.
That was a good pass right there from Hunter out of the high post. Seymour, blocked by Hunter.
Man, Eagles bigs are here to play today. JoJo with the block earlier, right there. Hunter Frazier, get that weak stuff out of here.
Cormac inbounded. Gets it to Eamon. Step back, air ball. Doc pushing the pace. And that's good hustle by Eamon on a defensive end.
Meehan saw where that pass was going and did not allow JoJo to do what he was
Doc
going
needed to
do.
go up top with that.
Absolutely.
Kevion sneaking in the corner for 3. Boom!
He just placed one right in front of this announcer table. I feel offended.
And he lost the ball. That's going to be Eagle ball. The worst thing an opposing team could come in here and do is put a battery in this crowd's back.
Absolutely. It's starting to get serious in here. Eagles got it going. Eagles got the nest going. BC leads to look to get Flavio going and somebody else.
Dylan on the wing. Kevion for 3. Can't hit. They're going to call over the back.
Yeah, they had JoJo pretty box right there, but he never stops fighting. Just got a little too aggressive right there. It's going to be the Lions basketball.
Doc gets on the floor. Resets. Kevion, stop and pop. Good move right there as a senior gets the bucket to fall.
Yeah, he's starting to feel it. He hit one from the corner, missed the second one, and decided one dribble pull-up.
Seymour
Great shot.
Gets into the paint. It look like steps to me. Another. He's fouled. Doc gave that back too late.
I think he wanted to put it off the glass and just change his mind at the last second.
Yeah, they're talking about it right now.
Absolutely. It's a couple times they've been able to go upstairs to JoJo. They couldn't quite get it done.
But remember what we spoke about at the top of the show, where Eagle is looking for that offensive rhythm. This is the most continuity we've seen from the Eagle offense this season.
Maybe they just needed a home game, you know? Maybe you need to be around some support. Maybe you need to get around your supporters to find your identity sometimes. And Eagle hasn't been able to have a real home game just to date, you know? Non-league, but in their league play.
Definitely, and JoJo connects. And that's his first free throw, I believe.
Better late than never, they say.
Good touch pass. And JoJo pins that on the backboard.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing from BC. They look desperate right now to score. They're not really no structure to their offense right now.
Looking to get it to Hunter. Back up top to JoJo.
I will add, they look like they're also trying to play at Eagles' pace rather than getting some continuity within their offense.
JoJo for three. Boom!
Now, if that shot starts to go in, BC will have a very long night. JoJo placing his first three of the season.
Amon can't hit Hunter with the long rebound.
Coach Kev wants Dylan to run something.
This five they got on the court right now is the best they've looked this season. JoJo again. Boom! JoJo is feeling it.
JoJo is starting to cook. Another steal for Eagle.
Kevion. Hunter with a great rebound right there. Up and under. Kind of gets rejected by the backboard.
Yeah. Might have been a little contact down low, but he's got to make a better play. Whoa.
I believe that's going to be a blocking foul, and Flavio with the tough and one right there.
The body control.
Great body control.
The finishing ability. Flavio Jean going to get a chance to finish that N1 opportunity.
Shout out to our producer, Andre, the one that makes all of this possible for you guys out there. Flavio connects on both free throws. I'm sorry, he split.
And one free throw. He's got the and one. He made the layup.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And hopefully BC can build from that and get back into this game, because that was a huge basket, but they've got a lot of work to do.
I thought you made a great point, Shaq, about potentially playing at Eagles' pace when BC's more of a half-court team.
Absolutely. They're a team that gets through their sets. You know, they don't really run as much. They play hard defense, but they don't run as much.
Bramble Bailey back in for Seymour. Cormac looks to get it in. Flavio at the top, guarded by Kevion. Jones Allen doing a good job staying in front. Turns, spins, short. Offensive rebound by Bramble Bailey. And Kevion comes up with the steal. Gets out on the front court to Dylan. And he's fouling. He's going to go line, shoot two.
Dylan Leon can't quite finish, but like I said, winning basketball. Attacking on that break. Staying aggressive. Not letting BC set up that defense is going to get a chance to earn two at the line.
Have they subbed out this quarter? Not yet, right? Eagle?
I mean, there's been no reason to. This five, this unit they have in is
there they
special.
Go. And Jaden Howard, number 20 for Eagle, comes in for Hunter.
Hunter getting that well-deserved rest. He didn't really do impact. His impact wasn't in scoring. It was on defense. It was in the hustle department.
Absolutely. Not everything shows up in the scorebook.
Exactly. You need players like that.
Good pass from Amon. And that's a Carolee with the cleanup.
Jaden Howard made a mistake of that press of letting a player get behind him right there. That's 100%. Why BC were able to score right there.
Jaden gets to Kevion, guarded by Amon, calling for the screen from Howard. Gets it up top to JoJo. Stop and pop for 3. Short. Kevion gets it back.
What a save right there.
To Dylan. And he air balls after that great fake.
He got a little too excited. That ball fake worked a little too well. Completely left his defender with that ball fake.
Reyes checks back in for JoJo. Flavio over the top. Dylan gets the steal.
What a steal right there from Dylan Leon.
And he gives it back.
Greg didn't see that defender right there. Skelton was there to meet him.
Skelton gets it to Bramble Bailey, and he loses there. That's going to be Eagle ball.
UC has struggled to just, get through a set. Everything has been fast-paced, rushed, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Look at that ball movement from Eagle. I don't think the ball's touched the ground yet.
Doc drives and can't finish.
Doc's got to put that ball in his left hand.
Yep. Flavio for 3. Stop and pop. And he hits.
Flavio, G.
Trying to put the team on his back.
He's always comes in here and tries to do that. Just the type of leader he is.
Greg for 3. Boom!
Gregory Reyes. Sloppy pass right
sloppy
there.
Sloppy pass from Kevion right there as BC is able to corral it. A Carolee flash to the high post, now looking for the screen. Flavio spins. Dylan on another steal. Must be picking up tips from Doc in practice.
Oh, man, listen. I'm willing to bet some of these sophomores are some of the best on-ball defenders on the team.
That's going to be a blocking foul right there as Dylan gets into the paint.
Are we willing to go that far? Are these sophomores probably the best on-ball defenders we have here?
You know what? Kevion's pretty good too, but you're not too far off, especially because Doc, we already know, is arguably the best defender in the division.
Exactly. I also think Bramble Bailey for BC is doing a terrific job. His matchups haven't been doing too much.
That was a good box by Howard, but the rebound just cleared his head.
Yeah.
Flavio with the little shimmy shake, razzle dazzle, step back 3. That was good defense too.
Flavio going in his bag of tricks for that one right there. It's a tough shot.
BC has 15 points. Flavio might have 12 of them.
Man, and that was a 3 right there. Yeah.
There was a spacing issue right there. There were too many Eagle guys in the same area.
I'm not sure what's going on court, but what I will say for Jaden Howard, he's got to stand straight up. He leaned his hip out right there, and it was a legal screen right there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yes. Shout out to our guy, Ray Jarvis. But to your point, Shaq, talking about the sophomores being the best on-ball defenders, so you would have to see it against elite comp to really judge that. So because we saw it against Jeff, and it wasn't there.
Right.
So now you have to see it against another team that's a potential contender.
Understood.
Shout out to our boy Ray, part of the Sage team. JoJo on the post. Saved by Kevion. Trying to reset. Kevion for 3. Boom! As he gets the roll.
He's been huge. He's not played with the minutes he's got. And has definitely stepped up to the plate.
Doc with another deflection and steal. Good pass to Howard.
Oh, man. Has he got eyes in the back of his head or something?
That was a great job by Howard running the floor.
Yeah,
It's
Jaden
gonna be a
Howard got
blocking
there late.
foul.
Yeah, he got there late. But the look from Dockery, he just grabs so many attention. He knows how to get the ball in the places where you can't ignore him, and knows what to do once he gets into those moments.
Seymour at that time with 2 shots. Can't connect on the first. And as we check out the nifty play from Doc on the hill.
Yeah, see how he gets that guy to commit? As he does, he drops off right to Jaden Howard.
Trying to recreate those no looks from Jakai last season.
Yeah, man. He's definitely learned something from Jakai because he's had to take on this offense this year. So
Jakeem Gibson back in. Gets the Kevion. Back to Ja. 35 seconds left in the first half. Kevion. Boom!
everybody extending their range tonight. Jaden Howard from the wing. Oh, my
Flavio,
goodness.
another step back 3. Can't connect on that one. Cormac with the rebound. Gets it inside to Flavio's. Fade away.
Oh, my goodness.
Flavio is legit the BC offense.
Man, you see how much space he created on the first one? He didn't even make it. But, yeah.
And after one half of play, Eagle Brooklyn up 44-21 on the lines of BC. As the voice of Eagle, Greg Polius, for my partner, Shaq Mitchell, here at Sage Media. We're going to see you in the second half.
And we're back for second half action between the Lions and the Eagle Brooklyn. BC Lions and the Eagle Brooklyn. We're waiting for Greg Polius. He's somewhere in this arena. I know I'm your guys' favorite announcer, so I'll just hold you over until it's time. But we saw a great first half, Well, it was good, and then it got a little carried away. But there's a lot of time left in this game. BC still has things they want to prove. Eagle Brooklyn has found some continuity, has found some chemistry. They've gone to that press. They've upped the tenacity. They've upped the aggressiveness. And, they look to build on top of that, and BC looks to kind of disrupt that. So, 16 minutes left. 23-point deficit for the Brooklyn Collegiate Lions. As we're just underway, just about ready to get underway for second half action. Eagles starting with Xavier Caesar, Amir Dockery, JoJo, Jakeem Gibson, and Gregory Reyes. As well as BC Lions coming out with Jalen Waters, Sharif Acarelli, Flavio Jean. Got a tremendous first half. Shane Seymour, and Ronnie Skelton. And Acarelli gets it over to Jean. Jean looking to work against Amir Dockery. Now he's looking to post up on Gregory as Waters gets that entry pass back into Jean. They look at the Eagle doubles immediately. Jean can't hit, but it's going to stay here with the Lions. Wow, what a move from Waters. Waters gets to look for three. Can't hit. Seymour, Acarelli with the follow. He can't hit. Acarelli still has it. And he finally gets one to drop. Big bucket right there from Sharif Acarelli. Persistence pace. X over to Jakeem. Jakeem over to Gregory. Pump fake. Left hand. Up and in. Gregory Reyes for two. Eagles still in that press. Gets it over to Acarelli. He scores. Can't score. Actually, almost in. Jakeem bringing it across the timeline. He looks to attack. Gets inside. Xavier. Gregory. Left hand layup and in. Still a 25-point game. Eagles still in that press and it's looking to work. X. Big collision around half court. And it's going to be a loose ball foul on Xavier Caesar. Wow. Great hustle right there, though. Little disturbance. And the ball's going to stay with the Lions. Waters bringing it across the timeline. Out now to Warland Silius. Seeing his first minutes. JoJo. Oh. The shoulder check right there from Shane Seymour is going to give the ball back to Eagle Brooklyn. Good hustle right there from JoJo. Amir inside to JoJo. JoJo looking to work. Pump fake. Goes up. Count it. JoJo has been special tonight. And a turnover right there again for the Lions. Eagle has forced so many mistakes from the BC Lions. Lazy pass from Jakeem's going to get stolen by Ronnie Skelton, but Tristan Warland-Celius dribbles the ball off his leg. He's going to give the ball right back to the Eagles. 50-23, little under 6 minutes to play in his third. Whoa. Couple frustration fouls for the BC Lions. Warland-Celius. A little late there on the pass to Greg. Side out. JoJo can't score inside. Flavio Jean to the basket. Blocked by Greg. Flavio, X fighting for it. And the ball's going to go to Eagle Brooklyn. Or no, ball's going to, yes. BC Lions in that press, looking to cause some turnovers. Gregory for three. And he's fouled on a three-point shot. Not a smart play from the BC Lions. As Warland-Celius, or Gregory rather, I'm sorry, will step to the line and hopes to nail 3 free throws, as Greg will be joining us right around now. Just give him a couple seconds.
What's up, Shaq? Back here for second half action.
Thought you got lost, man. I was looking for you.
Life be life is something.
Nah, I understand. As you can see, Eagles bloom their lead to about a 27 points. Looking to compound on a lot of the things they were doing in the beginning, in the first half. As Greg can hit the first 2 free throws. Just getting one more opportunity. And he misses all 3.
Yes,
Skelton.
he did. Flavio for 3. Boom. Again, Flavio is the reason they're going to stay in this game.
I don't think I've seen him play a bad game against Eagle.
He always takes it up a notch.
Absolutely. He knows what level of game he needs to lift his team to be able to compete. And he always shows and performs.
Greg gets Kevion in the front court. Doc spins, can't hit. Waters with the rebound. He had Skelton on the wing, open. Doing a lot of dribbling there.
Absolutely. That's not going to get it done for your team.
Flavio gets in the lane.
What a bucket right there from Flavio Jean. He is, for lack of a better term, relentless.
That's the perfect word.
And yet another one opportunity.
It's not the step back threes, the fall away floaters.
I mean, what else can he add to his bag? So many different ways to put the ball in the basket. Special talent for BC.
Doc spins, guarded by Seymour. Coach Kev did not like what he was seeing there.
Coach Kev looks confused on what Doc was trying to do right there. Not sure.
All right. And as always, this live stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. Always, whenever you tap in, know that Sage Media is going to bring you the best high school content in the city. You can find us on all social media platforms at Sage Media Solutions. Yes, Jaw, Flavio's going crazy. But and the crazy thing is, Akerele is their leading scorer, almost 20 a game.
Yeah.
And he's been non-existent today.
Well, he actually got it going towards the end, to the beginning of this third. But to date, he hasn't showed himself. You know, he got a couple tough layups, couple tough rebounds, trying to get himself going. But you're right. In the grand scheme of things, and how he's been dependable for the BC Lions. No, he's been a no-show today.
Broken play. JoJo for three.
Inadvertent buzzer right there.
That shouldn't have been a buzzer because it hit the rim. Shot clock should have reset.
There was still about 20 seconds left. Nonetheless, BC's basketball.
Amon picks up his dribble. Right into the hands of Greg. And he loses it. And both coaches kind of wondering why the whistle's been swallowed.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've noticed that the refs have let him play from the first half.
Coach Kevin nearly at the three-point line.
Man. I don't know if I ever see him really sit down.
Bramble Bailey back in for Seymour.
Coach Kev gives me a vibe like just give me a jersey. Let me do it.
Shaq, you were a long sleeve guy when you played, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, how do y'all do that?
I don't know. The gym used to be cold when I used to play, so I don't know why these guys do it.
Gavion. He's going to go to the line shooting two.
And just arms out on the jersey, it's just cold. If you're not super muscular, it's just not working out. It's just...
That's Dylan Leon at the scorer's table getting ready to check back in. That's a good job right there.
One of the few Eagles taking care of business at the line today.
It's going to be a jump ball.
And where hasn't Amir Dockery been today?
One day, Shaq, this possession arrow will go the way of the Dodos. One
right.
day.
This defeats the purpose of diving on the ball. It's going to be, oh, man. Oh, man.
Good defense by Leon, man. But even better shot by Waters.
Jalen Waters welcoming Dylan Leon to varsity basketball, if you will.
DC putting on their full court press. They're starting to fall back. They're going to communicate against the screen from Hunter. Stop and pop for three. Hunter with the rebound. Has Flavio played every minute of this game?
I would assume so, yes. Waters, gets a timeout there. So even though the score is 52-31 Eagle, it feels like BC has a little bit of momentum here. Eagle seems a little bit disjointed on the offensive end. A little stagnant for sure. You know, and that might stem from Coach Kev's frustration right here on that timeout. You know, Eagle has had a tendency early on in the season of showing spurts of greatness, showing spurts of, you know, real cohesiveness as a team, but then letting off that gas. You know, you saw it. I went to Eagle versus Curtis, and they had a quarter where they scored 26, and E-Hall only had 2 points. By the third quarter, they had let off that gas and had only, you know, amounted about 50 points. So they have spurts sometimes where they're not as together as certain other times in the game. And Coach Kev wants that all the way through.
As a coach myself, different sport, But you tell your players, when you get up big, you keep your foot on their proverbial necks.
Right.
And what that does, it allows you to finish games.
Right.
And that's what Eagle has to learn, how to finish games.
Right.
Eamon thought about it. Kevion faced up with Flavio. Flavio spins back in the paint. And that seemed like a little bit of a bailout call right there. But nonetheless, Flavio's back to the line.
I think the activity of Flavio Jean is what got him that call right there. You know,
And
there wasn't really too much of a foul, but, you know, Flavio makes it tough.
even before the foul, I mean, he did about 17 spins.
Absolutely. He is going to use, it's like spamming the XXA button. It's like, it's a little more combat.
Hot take, that's correct. 2 points since half.
Finally missed a free throw.
You think this BC pressure is getting to them?
No, it goes back to your point of just, you know, finishing games, but I want to add it to that as Hunter finishes the layup right there of Kevion's miss. Some teams play not to lose, you know, and when you have the lead, that's a whole different way to play, you know.
100%. Waters crossover, stop and pop. Rims in and out. Dylan gets on the floor. Calling out the play. Gets his dock. They essentially switch places. 15 on the shot clock. Hunter the high post. Drops it off to JoJo. Doc for three. Boom!
Amir Dockery has been special today. Threes, layups, defense, the whole nine.
Right out over the outstretched hand of Bramble Bailey. That's a good finish right there from Eamon Meehan.
Nice dime right there.
Hunter almost got away with a travel right there. So, Shaq, what else does BC need to do besides Flavio to get back in this game?
They need to, that press needs to turn into turnovers, you know. You can't just slightly throw off Eagle. You have to really force turnovers because if you can't, they're just going to work their way through that press and continue to score and continue to use all of the weapons they have because once that press breaks down, it's looking like BC isn't able to recover once they break the press.
You know, I also think, and as Flavio checks out for Cormac me here, I think they need to get other guys involved.
Yeah. You know, it's definitely a team effort. It's definitely been the entire Eagle Brooklyn team contributing to this win. And BC needs to do some of the same.
Gonna stay the same way. That is, so I don't agree with that. As Hunter set his screen, but nobody called it out for Waters, and he just ran into Hunter. That's not a foul. That's bad luck. Air ball. Shaq, what happened to the home crowd chanting air ball?
Yeah.
When
they're not as engaged right now, you know. They're just, they might be in shock. I don't know. This game is normally closer in the regular season at least.
Once again, this live broadcast is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. For all your live streaming inquiries and content, feel free to reach out to Sage Media Solutions on all social media platforms.
Need like a little jingle. I'm on it, Dre.
You need a little Sage Media jingle.
I'm on it. Don't worry about it. You know, like the yogurt.
Zoe,
Maybe
you heard
it
that?
could be like the yogurt. Like saves me yeah, like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen. I told you I'm on it. I just said it. I'm on it. I just
It's a long time out.
Yeah,
oh, no,
it's a long game, but it's gone fast, but slow, but I don't know.
It is a weird pace.
It's a time warp. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe went through a portal or something. That's where I thought you went. I know. I was trying to find you during halftime. So. This game is kind of tough for BC. I kind of feel for BC in terms of how their season has gone. Losing Tyler Edor, who was very big for them last year. Torrey Babs.
They definitely missed that inside presence.
Yeah, they've struggled in terms of interior, which is what they kind of pride themselves on, which is what allowed them to run half-court offense.
Like, there should be a foul call because he is all over him. Not even giving him a chance.
I think it was call right there. Ref's going to have to get a little bit of control of this game. They've kind of let him play to this far, but you don't want this game to get out of hand.
Knocked inbound of JoJo. JoJo got lucky right there that he was late, but that was
absolutely.
a lazy pass.
And honestly, I know I'm all for pressing, but I really think BC should come out of this press. They feel like they're just doing more harm than it is good.
Well, they got their big scorer back in, Akerele. Let's see how that works for them on the defensive end.
Yeah.
That's going to be backcourt.
Okay. And that's the first turner I've seen that cause in a little while. So
like we said, Eagle offensively this second half is kind of seen off kilter.
Yeah.
And they need to be careful of that. As Jalen Waters not only hits a three, but blows a kiss.
I'm not sure if we do that down 20.
Sloppy play right here. Flavio brings it back out. Cross court to Waters. Gives him baseline. And one.
And there's that help that you were talking about in terms of Flavio Jean. We know he's going to hoop, but who's going to be the other guy? Jalen Waters right there. Euro stepping his way for two. And one opportunity on the horizon.
And don't look now. We spoke about the momentum shifting. But even though there's only just under 7 minutes left in this game, Eagle really needs to put together a few solid offensive possessions where they put the ball in a bucket, or else BC's going to think they can come in here and steal a W.
Well, the tough part is that Eagle has to start games how they finish, and because they slow start, it's also leading to a slow finish tonight. They're not positioned to put this team away, but they're kind of letting them linger at this point.
Yeah, you never want to let a team linger. It's going to be a timeout BC.
18-point lead, the Eagles.
And it was almost up to 30 at one point in the second quarter.
Yes.
So I know you said BC should come out of the press, but the way the Eagle offense is looking, I would stay in it.
No, I definitely stand corrected. As soon as it's like they heard me, right? As soon as I mentioned the press, they started turning up. In fact, about this half, Eagle has only scored 13 points in the second half. As opposed to scoring 44 in that first half. So definitely have let off that gas like we talked about.
And they're also not putting up as many shots as they were in the first half.
Because BC has started to answer the Paul, in terms of up in that aggressiveness, up in that tenacity. They can play like Eagle in that aspect. You know, before I feel like they were playing a little too fast. Now they kind of calmed down. Flavio has kind of got them to a place where they're comfortable and they're getting through their sets. As an unforced turnover happens.
X and Jaden Howard in for Dylan and Greg for Eagle. Shout out to the Eagle cheerleaders.
They haven't lost their energy tonight. Can't say the same for the crowd.
Kevion for three. Short.
I know he missed, but he's been big for them as well tonight.
Waters, step back.
Jalen Waters has found new life. He's gotten it going in his late third, early fourth quarter, and he's looking to try to work his way back into this game. You can see it.
That was a terrible pass right there from JoJo. And just unforced turnover. Coach Kevin going to take a timeout.
It's crazy because I talked to Coach Kev before this game, and he said after the Eagle Bronx loss, he needed his guys to be more focused and learning how to finish games. This is not an example of what he meant. BC has scored 20 points to Eagles 13 in the second half right now.
Hot take, no official word. We just know that he was out. That's all we know in terms of Rich Jackson.
Yeah.
And as you know, groin is a very fickle injury.
Yes.
It can be 2 weeks or 2 months. It's a tough one, especially in a sport where agility and change of direction and motion is so frequent.
Right. We wish Rich a speedy recovery because, but, we want him to take his time coming back. Like you said, it's a ginger injury, and you don't want to rush back and be right back on the bench, right? So, like I said, we wish Rich a speedy recovery, and hopefully he can make an impact for Eagle Brooklyn very soon.
Jakeem back in.
Jakeem Gibson, we got the pleasure to watch him at Boys and Girls High School yesterday when he was a JV student. He won a championship with the JV team. He's a player that just plays bigger than himself. His height does not determine how big he plays.
100%. Another mid-range. Going to stay the same way.
And, I know this is not football, but, it's a possession timing thing in basketball because I feel like BC has had this ball
a lot
in the second half. You right?
Flavio thought about it. Shit, could have got called for the hook. Great pass right there down low.
What a find right there from Flavio Jean. He's so aware of the tension he draws and uses it to his advantage. Finds a Accarelli wide open under the basket.
I'm telling you right now, BC thinks they're in this game.
Oh, they have plenty of time to do what they're trying to do right now.
Ja guarded by Skelton.
And another turnover is going to be called on Jaden Howard.
Those unforced turnovers are killing them because they're in that offensive drought.
Part of playing with a lead is playing with discipline.
A comeback is absolutely possible. Waters feeling it. Flavio gets the rebound. Looking for outlet. Could have got called for steps right there. And Skelton is foul. Ronnie Skelton going to the line, shooting two.
BC is the more impressive team right now. Eagle Brooklyn looks like they're looking for answers. They still have a 14-point lead, but they look like they are panicking.
Who is going to be the offensive leader that settles them down and gets to the rack or gets to the foul line?
I still think Eagles looking for that because a lot of times they look lost. A lot of times they look like they're in control of everything. So this team is still struggling with identity issues. I've yet to score in this fourth quarter yet. 4 minutes, under 5.
X on the wing. Gets double, gets it back to Doc. Doc calling the play out. Down low to JoJo. And he's triple teamed.
JoJo bringing the basketball below his waist. Easy for those guards to get their hands in. Possession arrow pointing to BC.
Oh, my God. Possession arrow is so dumb. So dumb. I need to go back in. As a history teacher, I would love to go back and look. Whose idea was that?
12-point game, Greg.
Yeah. And we always tell you in these high school games, you get it to 10, you have a chance.
Absolutely.
And almost Eagle got lucky right there.
I certainly tell myself that in 2K online. Timeout on the floor. Can BC do this, Greg? Do you think this is this? Okay.
Yeah, right there is fine. Right there is fine.
As you hear Dre yelling into the mic and my ear at the same time. Gonna shout out the Eagle cheerleaders.
Start waving at the camera.
And
They've been
again,
keeping the
always wanna
energy
shout
all
out the
day
Eagle
today.
cheerleaders, doing what they can to support the guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate the work they put in.
Give me a E. Give me a A. Give me a G. I don't got the energy for all the others. What you got?
Talk about a tale of two halves, Shaq.
Man, you thought BC was out of here, but with 2 good quarters of basketball, they've worked their way back into this game. They're down almost 30 at one point in that first half. Have new life.
Good ball denial by Skelton.
And Waters going to get called for bumping Doc out of bounds right there.
Approaching 4 minutes here left in this game. Hunter drop, good pass. JoJo, and he's
Yes.
fouled.
Yeah, JoJo got whacked on that
I
play
feel
right
like
there.
JoJo could have went up stronger than that. He just kind of like just tossed it up there. I like that he didn't come down with it, but like use those shoulders.
Yeah, JoJo is his best when he's not thinking about what he wants to do in that post. I saw it a lot in Eagle versus Bronx. He was catching the ball at the high post, immediately turning around, knocking it down. So when he's decisive, he's not thinking that he's just doing, JoJo's very special. Right there, it seemed like he got caught in his head.
Trying to figure out why they're not shooting the free throws just yet.
The coach has a couple of gripes. They're handling it out there.
I mean, it was clearly a foul, so I wonder what the
I'm not
actual
really
gripe
sure.
is. Unless they're talking about the Flavio bump. I mean, the Waters bump on
Yeah,
Doc.
that's possible.
All right, JoJo at the line shooting 2. On the season, averaging 10 points and 19 boards. Connects on first.
And that's how you build that lead back up. Start to work your way to the foul line. Slow the game down, slow the possessions down. And ensure that lead.
That was Eagles' first points in about 3.5 minutes.
Man.
unforced turnover right there. A little bit of a miscommunication on BC's part. Looks like a little offense-defense type thing going on between Greg and Hunter right there.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused because I would think Greg would be the offense. Oh,
And listen, who knows what Coach Kev is going for?
I have all the faith in Coach Kev, so I trust that.
Great basketball mind. So
Yep. Good move right
look
there.
at Hunter, because he's looking for an aggressiveness. Is what I'm catching.
Yeah,
He wants to get back to that what they built in that first half, and Hunter was a big part of that. In that lineup we talked about, he was in there. And if I'm Coach Kev, I honestly go back to that lineup that built me that 30-point, 25-point lead. You know.
Dylan, Kevion.
Yeah, and you see a lot of those faces in right now. Dylan.
Eagle, you put on that defensive pressure again. Bramble Bailey. And his block, clean block right there. As Dylan comes up with the loose ball.
Tough block right there.
BC looking to match up. Dylan, good pass to X. Thought X was going to shoot that.
Definitely have room to.
Doc resetting the offense. They got coming up on 10 seconds on the shot clock. Drop pass to JoJo.
Oh, man.
That goes back to what we just talked about on that same play. Got to go up stronger than that.
Absolutely. JoJo, there's no reason that's not a duck for JoJo. He's too athletic.
X in the front court. Goes up strong, gets the roll.
You don't have to question if Xavier Caesar's going up strong. He's the dog of the team.
And Akarike is going to go to the line shooting two.
There's Karole. Looks like he landed on that elbow. Hope he's all right.
Yeah, took a hard fall right there. He's struggling right now. You hope he's okay. Probably caught a little stinger.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot these free throws. Yeah, it's not. Eamon Meehan's coming in, as well as Cormac Meehan. It's a family affair.
And then that's also Bramble Bailey, who's nicked up as well.
Yeah, he took that hard fall about a couple plays ago. When he got that, I'm not sure if it was Hunter or JoJo who got that block on him.
So the five out there for BC, Seymour, Gene, both Meehan brothers.
Yep.
And Skelton. Doc gets it down low to JoJo. Skip pass to Dylan. Gets it back to X. X calmly resetting. Step. Rebound Skelton.
Not a good shot from X right there.
Flavio looking to get in the paint. Gets to the corner. Eagle hounded on defense. That should be Eagle ball.
Swarming defense from Eagle Brooklyn to finish out and close out this should-be win, barring anything catastrophic.
And that swarming defense is what they were missing for most of the second half. Skelton for three. Short. Good rebound by Eggs. X guarded by Gene. Gets Dylan for three. Long rebound, Seymour. Spins. Good take right there from Seymour. Shout out to my guy, Colonel Warner, in the chat.
Kearney, what's going on, brother?
Big time Eagle alum right there.
Big time. One of the greatest lacrosse players I've ever seen.
Eagle killing the clock here. Doc gets in the paint, gets it to Dylan. X for 3. Too strong. Gene with the rebound. Good take, but unfortunately ran into a 6'9" behemoth in Hunter.
Hunter is a wall. Oh, my goodness.
It's a late whistle.
Hunter is pinballing guys around there.
Although this is a 62-48 game, this second half did not play as the score presents itself.
Right. You know, Eagle played a great first half, or a great second quarter, I would say. They played a good first half, but a great second quarter, and then a little subpar third quarter, and then half of a fourth quarter. So, Coach Kev, you know, he said he's looking for that complete game. He's getting closer. You know, he's getting closer to that. This looks like it's going to result in a win for Eagle, but that's what they got to look to build on. Starting right, finishing right.
Definitely. As they take the shot clock off after that steal on the inbound by X.
No question.
As X is going to dribble it out as we get under 10 seconds here.
Eagle was able to withstand that late wave from Brooklyn Collegiate.
And that's going to do it here from the Eagles Nest for us. Eagle Brooklyn victorious over BC, 64-48. For my partner, Shaq Mitchell, this is the voice of Eagle, Greg Polius. We're going to catch you next time.
Good night.